Welcome to Tech Blueprint, a window that lets you know the latest technology news in the world. As a world-renowned technology company, Huawei is a leader in the field of communication equipment. The communication base stations in many Western countries are basically provided by Huawei. But what China did not expect is that Germany is preparing to dismantle Huawei's communication equipment in Germany recently. Some institutions predict that if Germany completely dismantles Huawei's communication equipment, Germany's direct losses will exceed $100 billion. Germany just announced that it would dismantle the 5G network components of China's Huawei and ZTE. On the same day, China came with a good news that shocked the world. And this progress is the first breakthrough in the world, which really makes Germany's so-called security risks collapse instantly. On July 11, Germany made it clear that after many meetings and discussions, it decided to gradually dismantle the 5G network components of Chinese companies such as Huawei and ZTE. What's the reason? It's the phrase potential security risks. But in fact, they can't produce any substantial evidence to prove that there are really problems with the network components. These two companies are operating legally and compliantly in Germany and other EU countries, and have also contributed to the digitalization of communications in Germany. But I didn't expect that they would be dismantled for such a reason in the end. This is obviously prejudice and discrimination against Chinese companies. They always look at Chinese companies with tinted glasses and do not really start from their own development. According to the agreement, the relevant operators will dismantle all components manufactured by Huawei and ZTE by 2026 and completely dismantle them by 2029. But this is not the first time that Germany has proposed to dismantle Chinese 5G components. As early as November 2019, Huawei was accused of unwarranted crimes in Germany. They said that Huawei's equipment would pose a security threat and did not want Huawei to participate in the construction of 5G. But in fact, there is no basis for this accusation. China expressed great dissatisfaction with this. Because whether it is a technical problem or a corporate problem, Huawei and others do not have any suspected security risks. This is obviously political discrimination. The decision was not made based on the problem of the component itself. This decision will undoubtedly damage Chinese companies and deeply affect the relationship between China and Germany. Foreign Ministry spokesman Lin Jian also said that it is obviously unwise to transform economic development into a political issue. After all, Huawei's revenue from local communications development is based on facts and facts. As for the aspect of endangering security, China must insist on denying it. From an economic perspective, Huawei equipment occupies an important position in Germany's communication network. According to reports, Germany is highly dependent on Huawei for 5G wireless access network equipment, with about 60% of the equipment supplied by Huawei. This means that if Germany completely removes Huawei equipment, it will have to find new suppliers to fill this gap. However, just after Germany announced this situation, China came with good news that shocked the world. On July 11, China's communications field ushered in a major breakthrough. 6G technology has made a comprehensive breakthrough and successfully built a 6G test network that integrates communications and intelligence. This move is the first result to appear. Regarding the development of 6G, China has actually planned to advance rapidly. Strive to make 6G enter life, realize commercial use, and serve the society faster in the shortest time. At the same time, the change of 6G is not only an improvement in communication transmission speed, but more importantly, it has added radio wave sensing technology, which can sense everything around it, greatly improving the performance of the communication system. Maybe for those who don't understand this aspect, the change from 5G to 6G is just a little faster. But in fact, it is more reflected in the aspect of intelligence. It will further promote the development of artificial intelligence and combine communication with intelligence, thus greatly improving the development level of the communication field. So from these aspects alone, we can see the significant progress in China's communication field. At the same time, it can also be seen that the development of Chinese science and technology has not stopped because of the heavy blockade. On the contrary, it will surprise people at home and abroad at a critical time. And it is obviously unwise for Germany to release such news at this time. If they want to reach cooperation with China in this field in the future, I wonder if they will regret this decision at that time. Should they choose win-win cooperation, or only consider political factors? Obviously, this is a question that Germany needs to think seriously.